G'day and welcome to another installment of Daily Devotions. My name is James and we've been looking at this week the Song of Freedom, Exodus 15. This great triumphant song as God's people have just been rescued from the Egyptians. They've been saved, they've been redeemed, they've passed through that Red Sea and about to go in the Promised Land. We're looking at verses 11 to 13 today, and let me read them to you. Who among the gods is like you, Lord? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, working wonders? You stretch out your right hand, and the earth swallows your enemies. In your unfailing love you lead the people you've redeemed. In your strength you'll guide them to your holy dwelling. When I was in high school, or in primary school as well, when we have sports carnivals, swimming carnivals, we'd sing, those little war cries, those chants, we're going to win. The other team, they're going to be chucked in the bin. Things like that. And, we were pretty confident that we were good swimmers, we were good runners, and the other team were not. But when it comes to this part of the Exodus 15, it has a bit of those echoes, those war cries. When they ask, verse 11, all those rhetorical questions. Who among the gods is like Lord? Basically, gods of the Bible is going to win, the rest are not. They're going to be chucked in the bin. But unlike when it comes to a sports carnival or a swimming carnival, when it comes to the God of the Bible, it's not a fair fight. God is the God in the Bible who is, working wonders, awesome in glory, that nothing compares to the God of the Bible and his strength. It gives you an example in verse 12. It says, you stretch out your right hand and the earth swallows your enemies. Literally, God does this with his hand, and the sea swallowed up the Egyptians like a whale swallows up an anchovy fish. That is how powerful God is. That is why nothing and no one compares to him. We've got superpowers, super nations, China, Russia, the US, super big ideas which seem so powerful, like secularism, materialism. But when they compare to the God of the Bible, swallow it up. God is powerful. He is the one who is mighty. He is the one who's on his throne. But this bit of the Song of Freedom doesn't just end with how powerful God is, but it looks to the future. Because as it says there, God is going to guide his people to a holy dwelling. The Promised Land is coming. He's not only saved them, but he saved them for a particular place, to be in God's promised land with God. And you and I, this Song of Freedom is the kind of song that we sing, not because we've been saved from the Egyptians, saved from Pharaoh, but we've been saved from something far more powerful: sin, Satan, hell and death. And God has not only saved us, we're not only redeemed people, but we're heading someplace. We're heading to his holy place, the new heaven and the new earth. That God is mighty, that there is none like him, that he will always win, and nothing compares to his might. That's what I love about the Song of Freedom. Thanks for listening.